No comment. Purely because I just can't comment until I see a little run. It's hard to really judge off one game or two games. Because, like I said earlier this season, Villa, they go and beat Bayern, and then the next four games after they just looked absolutely terrible, and they get added onto Kirk's fraud list. So you just never know, especially at the elite level.
They were a
One,
fraud. They were a fraud team before they beat Bayern. That
I
just
never heard you talking about it. I never heard you talking about it.
well, whatever. You keep going.
Okay, I'll keep going. Thank you. Look, Southampton on the road, awful, right? They are terrible. 1 point on the road, bottom of the Premier League in away form. But they could have been seeing more goals, and they just haven't. Averaging 2.5, just over 2.5 goals a game on their road games. And Villa at the moment, can I trust them to go and score 3, 4, 5 goals on their own? Absolutely not. So I'm taking under 3.5 here. I think this one, probably a 2-0 Villa or something along those lines.
Well, it's not that they are still a fraud team, but it's the fact that they're actually priced correctly at this point. They are a way better team than Southampton. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when you price them as you price Man City or Arsenal or Liverpool, that's when you're just an absolute fraud. And that's how they were priced after they beat Bayern. But this game, Villa to win by 2+ at plus 108 after they just won by 2 during the week, it's just too good to pass up here. Yeah, I don't buy either of these teams. And that's why I'm going with full value. I actually like Jack's pick a lot here. I'm going with both teams to score here in the first half of plus 230, but I'll let Jack talk a little bit more because his logic definitely encapsulates mine as well.
I mean, sorry, I was going to take straight over from there. I just finished where Kirk left off. Yeah, look, you know what I say about Brentford every single long form video. Brentford like to score early in games, and they do very consistently. Newcastle, just being involved in a 3-3 to Liverpool, they're going to be confident in front of goal once again. You give them a little taste of success, they're going to be loving it. So both teams to score in both halves gives you a whopping plus 875. I think this is a great spot to take. Uh, I think City. You just really don't know at this point, right? And it's kind of the same logic with Villa. Like I'll be very convinced when I've seen it in a stretch of games. However, it's the same kind of mentality. You give this City squad the right kind of frame of mind. They've just won a game. They're going to be feeling good. They're certainly coming into this game against Palace thinking they're going to do it again. That's just a mentality that Pep Guardiola brings to a side. And Pep Guardiola gives you the mentality that there is no other option other than to win. And Palace haven't been playing great. Palace at home, I always say, is a tough stadium to go to as any Premier League side. It is a tough stadium. But I think City win by at least one. Obviously, I have them winning. So I have them win by at least one. So I'm taking City on the -1 here at pretty much even money.
Yeah, Jack kind of touched on it. Palace is a really tough place to play, and City has especially struggled in Palace the past 3 seasons. I think Palace has gotten a point 2 of the last 3 games. In Palace, I'm on Palace on the double chance. I just don't trust City enough here, especially with what they're going through. And we're getting +135 on the double chance. That's where my money's at. Yeah, not a game I'm in love with, especially after Forest just lost 3-0. I could see a United bounce back spot, but I think United are just still going a little bit through too much with the new coach to back them to win here. So I'm on Forest or draw at plus money. Not a game I'm absolutely in love with, though.
Yeah, the bums United, as Kirk loves to say.
They are bums.
And that game against Arsenal, by the way, could have been a lot worse. Just Arsenal were horrible in the first half, like so bad. I was talking to all my friends who support Arsenal, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. So it could have been a lot worse. And as I said last week, this is certainly a work in progress for United right now. I don't think there's much expectation on the players or the manager to really get anything major out of this season. So it's certainly another work in progress project for this United team. And I think Forest pick up a point here. If any game is going to be 0-0 across this weekend, I think it's this one. So I may even put half a unit on 0-0, to be honest.
Palace, Man U, 0-0.
You mean City?
City, yeah.
It's possible. I mean, look, I forgot to touch on it, but there are 2 bogey teams for City, by the way. Those 2 teams are Tottenham and they are Crystal Palace. Man City hate them. So it's possible. Yeah, look, I'm taking Valencia on the money line here. Look, both these teams have been horrible at home this season. Like absolutely disgusting. I think they're both. I think they might even be bottom 2, both of them. So it's not really a matter of who's the home team here. It's more of can I trust Rayo to come back and win this game? No. Can I see them squeezing a point? Unlikely. For this price, I have to go with Valencia here. Their form is pretty good, but it's not the Valencia we've been seeing. Still enough for me to take them, though.
Yeah, this is a game I absolutely hate. This is probably my least favorite game on the slate. Every other game, I actually think I'll probably go 9-0 for the rest of them, probably pretty easily as well, just because I have that dog in me. But this game is one that I don't like at all. Can I see a 0-0? Yes. Can I see a 1-0 Valencia? Yes. Do I see over 2.5? In no world. So I'm going with both teams to score equals no at -154. I hate the price, hate the game. Let's move on. It happens in the first half, and you text me 20 minutes in. We get it, Goran. Who's paying all the PayPals to me, though, huh? Who's paying all the PayPals to me?
I mean, I
Bellingham's
can
the
tell
biggest
you.
bum on that team. I'm
I
sorry,
can
I had
tell
to
you why
interrupt.
Mbappe's taking penalties. I can tell you exactly why, because he's probably got it written in his contract, the little fraud. Like he had. I don't like to really get explicit here, but he had PSG by the balls on his last contract with PSG. He wanted saying transfers, saying penalties, saying free kick. He wanted everything. That guy gave. Someone gave that guy his ego way too early in his career.
His tranny girlfriend.
There you go. It's probably him. It's probably his dad, who I think is like part of his agent. Everything about Mbappe, I don't know him as a person, but as a professional, I hate. Like, it is so bad. So yeah. However, saying that, he did score a goal, got unlucky. It was disallowed by VAR, I believe. And at least he's scoring again. I just have to take Madrid here with a -1. Don't love it, but I see some value at +125.
How can you not? I mean, Girona is awful, man. They're so bad. They're so bad, and we're getting a decent price. You can extend this. However many goals, you can extend it. I'll just say that. Yes. They're the worst team in the top 5 leagues. Worst team in the top 5 leagues. Yes, they are. 100%. No team worse than them. Yeah, sadly, I have to go against Pauli here. This is probably going to be a very one-sided game. Going with Leverkusen -1.5 at -142.
Yeah, just a quick stat. Leverkusen have only had one clean sheet in the Bundesliga this season. But they are up against St. Pauli now, who don't tend to score too much on the road. Their road form's absolutely horrific. And again, as Kirk will say, Gladbach pretty good at home. They didn't score against them. Struggled in a Bundesliga 2 team, I believe, in their road game before. So taking Leverkusen to win 2-0 in this one at even money. Yeah, Augsburg on the road are just horrific. They are an absolute horrible team to watch. Like, it's saying something when you've scored less goals than Union on the road this season. Like, that is saying something, right? 2 goals in 5 games, and now you have to go and play against Frankfurt, who have been playing out of their mind, sitting second, like 4 points shy of Bayern. I have to take Frankfurt win to nil in this game. I just have to at plus 200. The price is. This is honestly probably one of my favorite picks of this whole video. So Frankfurt to nil it's a breeze.
Yeah, I'm not shocked Leipzig thrashed Frankfurt. I mean, I had it as a free pick plus 120. I should have taken it minus 1.5. It was just a spot. This is the bounce back spot, and it's against Augsburg, who are the back end of it. So I trust minus 1.5 for me here, plus 152. They could win 2-3-0, maybe 3-1, but either of those ways we hit. I mean, it's I don't even know what to tell you. 1,600 is something you don't see. You see that when it's like I don't even have an example. Like you just don't see that in soccer. You maybe get up to 1,200, but 1,600 is crazy. And it's a revenge game for my boy Paul Vanna. Um, came out of the Bayern youth team, solid young stud, still like 18 or 19 or 20. Solid young kid. He comes to the Allianz and he scores plus 500. That's all I got to say. Doesn't matter. It's a revenge game at the Allianz. It's a revenge
You
game
gave
at
me
the
a load of
Allianz.
shit for my Edwards pick, so I was hoping you came out with a stat. To be honest, Goran. Okay.
Doesn't matter. I told you the stat you need to know. It's a revenge game at the Allianz. Yeah, no one looks at that. That's fine. That's fine. At least I have someone who's been on the pitch. I mean, Jack's player's been in the hospital the last 3 months, so
Did he play? Yes. Yeah, I was between taking the handicap with corners on Bayern at minus 5.5 because Heinheim, you're probably getting 1 corner out of them this whole game.
nope.
Or 2 at most. So give me the under 10.5 corners here. Can I see Bayern getting 11 or 10 or 9 corners? Not likely. So give me the under corners.
I'm surprised by your pick here, Goran. Do you really think Leipzig's gonna? You really think Leipzig's gonna win on the road when I haven't done shit all season? Leverkusen tied Kiel. Leverkusen tied Kiel. Kiel's been solid against the big teams, and the price is all you need to know. If Leipzig was actually going to win this game, they would be minus 250, minus 300. Kiel is a solid team, especially at home against the big teams. Kiel on the double chances for me. They've done enough. It's one of them. I'll do the Angers Lyon game as well. I don't care.
All right. We can look this one. We can look the Lyon game and the Angers game. It's Lyon, right? Angers,
Yeah.
Lyon, that game. Yeah, and then okay, we'll look Gladbach as well. Then, if you're looking both of these, I'll look Gladbach for you. Give me Leipzig -1 here.
What are we doing?
Even
20 on each of them?
yeah, sure, 20 on each.
All right. So 20 from Goran and then 60 from you. All right, $80, not bad.
No, it'd be a matter of Goran, send him because I owe him 60. So just send him 20 for me, and then I'll sell the 40, whatever. Leipzig. Okay, sorry. Didn't even think about that. Leipzig -1's to play. Kiel, they've scored 4 and 6 at home, so -1.
Do we?
Worst team in Europe.
No, that's Girona. Anyways, Bochum or draw. This is Bochum's game to lose. I myself will be putting some money on them to win this game. I think this is a game they probably win, but to be a little more conservative for a free pick, Bochum and draw -165. More of a parlay piece here, as it is -165.
Looking at goals in this one, Bremen averaging over 4 goals a game on the road, which is insane. And Bochum averaging just over 3. So if I'm getting the over here, 2.5 at -163, this is an easy parlay builder. Give me Bologna on a double chance. Juve, nowhere near consistent for me to put any money or free pick near whatsoever. Juve are just the Union of Serie A. They don't really have too many goals in their games. Okay, they don't concede a lot, but they don't really tend to score too much. So give me Bologna on the road here to get a point minimum.
Yeah, I'm with Juve here as well. I'm pretty sure Jack was the one saying Bologna is one of the most inconsistent teams a couple weeks ago. So I'm kind of surprised with your pick, but I probably see Juve winning 1-2-0 here, and it's a pretty good price here. So Juve money line. No, Roma stink. Roma suck. Roma are frauds. Roma are bums. Roma's burning. Give me the draw here, plus 290 to help repair that city.
Well, we've got Lecce in this one on the road and the worst road team in Europe. 1 goal scored in 7 games on the road. Give me the under. That's a freebie. Roma aren't really scoring or conceding too much anyway, so under is an easy one for me in this one.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
No, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Nothing as usual. Monaco. This would be the trap game of the Uber Eats League if it was in Toulouse. So come back to me in week 33 or whatever when these teams play again. Take Toulouse on the double chance in Toulouse, but in Monaco with a massive game coming up midweek, Monaco is going to need to get all 3 points out of this game. At home, I think they do. So Monaco money line for me here.
Yeah, same kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be easy for Monaco by any means, but I can see them scraping a win here. Well, give me Lyon, please. Every day of the week and twice on what day is it today? Thursdays. Yeah, Angers, don't like them, hate them. And they're actually a bit better on the road than they are at home, which is not something you see every single day. So, yeah, give me Lyon on the road here.
I don't like them as much as Nantes or Auxerre. Those are my 2 teams that I like backing here. But I just don't trust Lyon on the road. I just don't. Angers, we're going to get a point out of this one, if not 3. And we're getting plus 110, plus money against the Lyon team that I honestly think is the most overrated team in this league, to be honest. Give me Angers on a double champ. It doesn't matter. I think Lyon's the most overrated team in the league. What's your pick here, Goran? Oh, yeah. I don't want to take more of your money. You haven't got one win against me yet, so we'll do one a day just to keep you up to speed with your money.